Hello and welcome. Episode 171, and we are on fire today.
Hello, you weren't ready for that at all, were you?
Well, I sort of stammered. I'm sort of looking at a black screen and it's throwing me off a bit.
Black screen?
Yeah. We've got a new system in the studio.
We have, so you're going to see our eyes sort of moving around a bit, and they're going to look a bit different too.
Your eyes always move around.
They do.
How are you?
Independently.
How is everybody? And thank you for joining us. Last week was a big show.
It was a big show.
Huge.
A lot of stuff going on.
We had Panda in, we had Coffees on.
It was an anniversary show.
170.
Mm.
That makes this episode 171.
That's correct.
So welcome to all those, and we've got some huge news, new products, and I'm going to attempt to do a tutorial on the show.
Attempt and succeed.
Oh, there'll be no doubt about the succession. It's just about how entertaining it's going to be.
I'm sure it will be highly entertaining, and I can't believe there are so many
Of course there is.
comments already.
Well, that's because you're popular. You've been people signing in. You've had people flying in this week, last week.
We have. It's good, isn't it?
So what have we got here? Are you going to say hello?
I'll say hello
a
first,
big
but
broad hello.
I'll say hello to everyone. And look, let's just say hello. Thunder Turbine 88. Hello, Craig Jones. Dave White. The Wombat. Wombat's on. Captain S-Man.
Yes, man.
Yes. Retro Rob, hello.
Retro Rob, he'll be up and about. He'll be start scratching at the wall for the vintage bash.
We got the Jeff.
Jeffy's in.
Did I say Dave already?
He said Dave. We can have another Dave.
Yep. Okay, who else is there? Tony P's on. Hang on, I haven't even reached all the way to the bottom here yet. Tony P. Anthony.
It's the story of your life.
Scotty. Oh, there you go.
Welcome, everybody. Wow. Huge show.
What does it say?
It is the car of the week.
It is. It's a bit different this time around.
Why?
Because it's a different size.
Is it?
We normally have something bigger or something smaller. But what do we need to know?
That could be the perfect size.
Could be. It could be the perspective as well.
So we are looking at, we need to know the make, the model, the color.
Yes.
And it's not going to be, we can give it away now, it's not going to be an automotive color code.
No, that's right. We want to know the color that was actually used on this scale model.
Yeah. And we have clinical evidence.
Clinical. Oh, I wasn't going to that far, but
Why?
since you said it, I don't think there's any backing down now.
No, don't back out of this one.
All right, and eventually we're going to do the weight too, right?
Make, model, year. Does it really have a year? It does have a year.
Yeah, it does have a year. Yes,
Does have a year?
Yes.
All right. Well, without further ado, I think we should jump into today's show.
All right,
Yeah?
let's go for it.
What
What are we going to talk about first?
Well, the first thing I think I need you to do is move that car, because do you like my hat?
There you go. Is that moved enough?
No. There could be a splash zone.
Splash zone.
There could be a splash zone is what I'm about to do.
Oh, is there? How about I move it over here then?
Got a different hat on this week.
You have. And why is that?
That's for the
Is it-
Bendigo.
good reason, isn't
Anyway, without what?
Is this got to do with what the cap's all about?
Could be. Could
Oh.
very well be. But
Really?
unless you jump into my bag, you're never going to find out.
All right. What's happening in your bag?
Right. Bloody lovely Rubik's World bag, this one.
Well, it's a big one.
I really enjoy it. It would be a perfect Father's Day present.
Perfect.
Even if you're not a father, just buy one yourself. What have I got here?
Oh,
I've got some tires.
Tires.
I've got some tires. Actually.
What?
You
You got more than tires in there. There's some sort of thingamajigger there.
got the thingamajigger.
Yep.
We'll get that out.
Yep.
Got this thingamajigger.
Yep.
This one.
Yep.
This one.
You got some trade secrets going on here.
This one.
Oh, that feels right.
It does, doesn't it?
Why is that
Got
wet?
this one. You know how many times a day I get asked that?
Why?
Do you know how many times a day? It's not. It still takes my breath away. Shouldn't. It does.
What? Rubbing the sponge on people?
No, it's getting asked why it's wet.
Oh. All right. So we got these bits and pieces. All right. So these are obviously been well used.
These have been well. So what we're going to do here this week, as you know, Hearns Hobbies collaborates with Bendigo.
We're doing.
And bringing the Bendigo Classic around every
Mhm.
year.
Mhm.
So the Bendigo Classic, it's in about 5 weeks,
Yep.
6 weeks.
It's an on-road race.
It's an on-road race,
Mhm.
October 13th to 15th.
Mhm.
And they've gone ahead and called an election, not an election, a referendum.
Referendum.
But don't stress about that. You can do postal votes. It's really easy. It's like 2 clicks.
Didn't you say they open up like tomorrow?
They open up tomorrow. Postal
Okay, so
votes.
let's get those
don't
all done.
stress. Don't get in your way.
Hmm.
Don't let that stop you from racing. Get yourselves organised, guys.
Yep.
Do the postal vote thing, absentee vote, whatever,
Hmm.
for the referendum.
Yep.
So that's not a challenge.
Mhm.
What is a challenge? Is my
What are you doing?
It's all right. I've got them. I thought I'd lost them. So, and for that marquee event we have up there at Bendigo, we have they, like most big races, control tires to make sure everybody's on a level playing field.
Mhm.
Now, predominantly in the past, we've used Sweep EXX40s,
Yes.
which is the previous generation. The current generation tire is the DX series,
Yes.
which was released about 6 months ago, about the AOC. Back in March.
Yes.
That was the absolute first time that those tires had hit the track in the world in anger, and they succeeded massively. They were a really good race tire. However, being such a cutting edge design and polymer recipe, unfortunately, one of the very key ingredients is actually out of stock at the moment.
It is.
So we were unable to secure DX36s, EXX40s, but we're very tight with Sweep, and we have collaborated and tested and designed tires just for the Bendigo Classic.
That's right. So they're going to
21.5 and 13, which we figured would be the most competitive, biggest entry numbers in those two classes. We've gone with the EXX40s.
Yes.
Because we've got 140 on hand, and we thought that will be enough to cover that.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so got 140 sets of tires for those two classes alone.
Yes.
Now, TCR and modified, they're using a D36, so not a DX, a D36 spoked.
Right.
And this is done for make sure that they are easy to use and robust, because those two classes are really, really hard on tires.
And the wheels look good.
And the wheels look really good on the spoked. Now, for Kyosho classes, and 21.5 junior, they're on a D32 spoked, but treaded. And that's because in the phaser class, we're not allowed to use goop or warmers. And the juniors, it just makes it easier. Again, it's done to make it look cool scale, perform well, and be reliable and robust.
Yep.
So that's why we've come up with this 3-tire formula for this event. It's not ideal, but I think that the product that we've put together with Sweep will be awesome.
Yeah, I think we worked it out really well.
I think we have.
It's not a local thing. It's actually a worldwide.
It's a worldwide
shortage,
thing,
isn't it?
Yeah.
So,
and the main reason that people know about it is because we're so open with our communications.
That's right.
You know, so we let you guys know. But we have worked with it and worked with the club. We've known for the past few weeks that this is going to be the situation. But that said, the new tires have arrived, and we're super excited.
Well, let's have a closer look at them.
Let's have a closer look. So here I've got. Where's my? I want a blue mat.
You want the blue mat? The blue mat's here.
I feel naked without my blue mat.
You don't look naked.
It could be a bit
Don't worry
noisy.
about that. What's noisy?
I have become
Really
emotionally.
strong stuff.
I have become emotionally attached to this mat.
Have you?
Me and this mat have seen some good builds.
Really?
Yeah, bit of dodginess when Simon was around.
Right.
I won't, but after that, good builds.
Let me just readjust this.
What have you done? Did I kick it?
No. I kicked it. Hang on.
Look, we're all crooked.
It's all good. It's all good.
Just a quick kick.
Yep, that's it.
Let's get in a little bit. Let's get in a bit tight. It's rocking and rolling.
That's it.
It's a bit blurry though.
Yeah. There you go.
Look at that, crisp.
All right.
So the tires that you'll be getting for the Bendigo, these are the D32s. So this will be used in all the Kyosho classes.
Right.
Junior, adult, pro, and also 21.5 junior.
Okay.
So we've in our country, as they've landed, we've put an extra security seal on them.
Yep.
So you will have to, whatever tires you get for the event,
yep,
you will have to present them to scrutineering.
Yep.
In an unopened bag.
So have to be
just
sealed.
like this.
Yep.
So you can buy them from us, you can buy them from the club, whatever
Yep.
you want to do. But yeah, they are shipping out immediately. I think there's about 50 sets that have left today.
Yes.
So you have to keep them, your race tires, not your practice tires, your race tires you have to keep intact.
That's right.
As far as the packaging.
Yeah.
Just to make sure that you haven't, so the scrutineers know that you haven't done any secret squirrel tire prep.
Yeah, like bake them for
Baked
weeks
them.
on end.
Really? Marinated them. Submerged them
That's right.
in TDK. Oh, I love a bit of TDK. So when you do get your packet, right, scrutineering, you roll up the scrutineering, you open it in front of the scrutineers.
Yeah.
It's very rustly, isn't it?
You're learning from me. Yeah.
Get that to the side.
Okay, so
This is what we are greeted with. And you know what? Pre-numbered. Look at that. Oh, look, number 88. How did I do that?
That's a lucky number.
There's no way of... That was lucky, wasn't I?
Yeah.
Well, they can't be used for racing anymore because now they're opened.
Well, these are.
And these are the new... You've got lovely hands today, by the way.
Thank you. I have been.
I've been chopping
Working
mine
out.
up. I've been chopping mine up as much as possible.
Yep.
Have a look at it. Beautiful. And this is the SSF D32s.
So on the packet they say Hankook.
Well, Hankook have collaborated with them in the last few recipes.
Right.
And they love to use that licensing. And it's a beautiful scale. If you have a look on the bead of the sideboard, it's actually embossed.
Oh,
Hankook.
is it?
Yeah. So these are made under license and in collaboration with Hankook. See here?
Oh, yeah. I think I've got it there. I'm trying to get the reflection right.
Yep. So
Oh, that was
when you get your
Oh, here we
tires really well glued. Yeah?
Yep.
Beautiful.
Yeah, look good.
That is
I
your
like
tires.
it.
Now this is the next step.
All right, what do you do now?
Well, this is what I do, and it's going to be subjective to a lot of people, but this is a very basic tire prep. All right. And just because you have tires allocated to you,
Yeah.
and that means you can't take them home at night, that doesn't mean, you don't have to have all the tires on your car from the same packet. It's kind of different packets.
Mix and match.
Yeah, mix and match, as long as
Right.
those tires are allocated to you.
Okay.
But anyway, they're also directional.
All right, so you got these little bits on the end.
Do you want to blow into that for me really hard? People can't see because they're on the overhead, but that was pretty funny what I just said. Here you go. So we've got,
What are we doing? What am I doing?
this is my secret squirrel.
What, your battery?
Well, it's a power source.
Ah, okay.
I just like it. It's neat, keeps it safe.
All right, so you got this device here. So what do we call that device?
We call this a tire sander.
A tire
I'm calling
sander.
it a tire sander.
All right, so there's the battery all plugged up. All right, it's going. We can hear
It's
that.
going.
Yeah, let me leave this off. Leave that in your frame so everyone sees how it's all hooked up.
Yeah?
All right.
And then I have got my little bag of goodies.
All right.
This is much loved. Got an old scourer pad.
So that's a pretty coarse scourer, yeah?
Yeah, pretty coarse scourer.
Yeah.
And these manky looking things here are very well loved 9-step sanding sticks.
Mm.
Now these are really cool because they're so small.
Yep.
And have a look how beaten up they are. These have done heaps of tires.
Yep.
I've got a big one here in case I get really excited. But
And
these
they've
are
got
just
the
small ones.
grits marked on the
They
side.
have got the grits marked on the side. This one I actually can't read it because I've left it so dirty. But that
Right.
will be a 240-400.
Yep.
This one as well. Oh, sorry, 240-120. So whichever side's facing up, that's what we're going to use.
Yep.
Yeah?
Okay. So you want the coarse one?
Want the coarse one.
Okay. So what do you do now? You're spinning up.
I'm gonna wet it first.
So what are you using to wet it?
I'm using my scourer, and I'm going to use my scourer,
Yeah.
And-
so you spray it on the scourer.
and I've got a little bit of
What is it?
my
Simple
secret-
cream?
what's a little bit of my water-based cleaner.
Right.
Commonly available at a supermarket called Aldi.
Right.
In no way am I associated or advertising for them. And this is where it's going to get a bit messy.
So you're just rubbing it. Are you applying much force on it?
A little bit.
A little bit. So you're pushing
Because-
down with a bit of resistance. And it's going across the whole face of the tire.
It's
Is
going across the whole face of the tire. I just wanted to get it wet.
it? Okay, how about getting a bit tighter so people can see what it looks like now?
Really?
Hang on. Hang on, you're going to be able to cross
Where
it.
am
There,
I?
there we are.
Well, hang on. Let me go this side. I'm just worried that I'm going to spray it all over the camera and all over the studio.
That's all right. We've got a spare camera. Okay, so now you're rubbing it down with the sanding stick. So
Yeah.
it's actually taking a bit of material off, and that's why it's starting to go that matte color, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So how much are you taking off? Just a little bit.
I just really want to get the side, the middle molding line off.
But you've gone across the whole surface as well.
Yeah, going across the whole surface.
But most of the attention is on the center line.
Yeah. And this is on a tire, mind you, that you can't use goop on.
Right. Okay, so that's prep for the softer tires that's not going to be gooped.
Yeah.
So that'll be ready for its first run.
This one here, so
Yeah.
you can see here by the texture of the tire,
Yep.
it's got a little bit roughed out.
Yep.
And we've nearly got that mold line off.
Yep.
Now I've got a little bit of magic foam.
So
What
the
do you
magic
call
foam,
this?
that's the thing that you rubbed on me before that was wet, right?
Yeah, that's the wet
Okay.
one from before. Who knows what was on there?
So the magic foam.
Yeah,
Yeah,
now
so
I'm
the
gonna use-
melamine foam.
Yep.
And then you're going to
Magic
fire it up
eraser,
again.
magic foam, magic eraser.
And so that's basically just polishing it up again.
Yeah, and that's just polishing it up. Trying not to spray it all over myself, which is harder than it's looking.
So that white stuff coming off, that's just...
That's just foam.
Okay. Oh,
Because
there you go.
it is
It's
a
foaming
soap,
up.
it is a
Yeah,
soap
yeah.
that I'm using on there.
Okay.
And the reason I'm doing it wet is because I don't want to introduce any
Heat?
heat. I don't.
Oh, okay. Keep
It
it
is
cool.
gonna, yeah, it is going to keep it cool, but I don't want to really introduce a heat cycle into the tire
Right.
if I can avoid it.
Okay. And then what are you going to do?
Then
You
I've
rub
got
it
a
off?
nice clean microfiber cloth.
Yep. Okay, with a bit of
And
Oh,
you
look at
can see the mess that I have made.
Well, let's have a look at that next to a fresh one.
A fresh one. Well, it
Yeah.
should look very similar. It's just
Oh,
going to
there
look
you
a little shinier. See, it's got a sheen.
Yep.
And
the center line is almost off.
The center line is going to be almost off, completely
Right.
gone. Like I said, I have done it on camera.
Yep. Okay.
And if you notice that the stickiness of the tire, like
Yep.
if you feel that, it's like activated the rubber. I don't know if there's a sticky meter, but touch it. I wouldn't. You can lick it if you want. It's safe.
Where do you
Touch
want me to touch it?
Touch it here versus here.
Oh, you mean the tire?
Yes.
Oh, this feels tackier. It's
Yeah.
shiny and tackier.
It's like really like tacky and open, like it opens
Yeah.
the pores. And I've used no harsh chemicals on that.
Okay. Yeah, it's different.
And I would do that. I mean, I wouldn't, not in my racing, but I would recommend if you were really serious of wanting the most performance out of your tires, you do that after every run.
Every run. Okay.
And the other thing that I do after every run, so I've
Yep.
got a well-used set here
Yeah.
of tires.
Yeah.
These are actually from last year's.
Are they the same?
These are from last year's Bendigo Classic.
Okay.
These are straight from the track. Now, what I would do after every run.
Yep.
Now, this is straight from the track, so it may need. I would pull really back, really hard on this outer edge.
See if the rubber's coming
like
off the rim.
so. See if the rubber's coming back off the rim. And then I generally don't take any chances. So I pull it back just to make sure and see if it's tearing. Then what I'm going to do, Beach.
Yep. Well, I guess
this one
even
here.
If it started.
This one
by
here
doing
is
that,
really, really good.
You're actually opening it up as well, right?
So I'm going to pretend that I have in fact got. Let's go a bit tighter here. You can have a look at it. No, this one first.
Oh, the secret, the magic juice.
So this is straight from this is before you've put it on the tire sander, yeah?
Yep.
Straight afterwards.
Yep.
And this is off my TCR that I run that year.
Right.
So that is fine for all intensive purposes, but this is what I do. So I've got my Zap kicker.
Okay, so
Yep.
that's a super glue activator. Okay, so
But
you sprayed it on and you're going to wipe it off?
it's a really, really good cleaner as far as getting the joint. So I'm not using it as a kicker. I'm just making sure that there's no dirt and debris there to inhibit my super gluing, the adhesion.
Yep. I've got a feeling that it helps adhesion too, because it's gone deep.
Well, it can't hurt, can it?
No.
Because the idea with kicker, well, generally in the past, is that you put your super glue on and then you spray kicker on the
top of it.
And
that's right.
But I find that just it makes it white and sort of burns the super glue.
Yep.
So I'm just wiping it off. I keep turning my cloth.
Yep.
And making sure that there's no goop, there's no mess there.
Okay.
Then I get my Yokomo glue, and
Yep.
I love this glue. This is a brand new one.
Yep.
And it's got a resealable bag, which is really nice.
Yep.
But have a look what's inside it.
What do we got?
Glue.
Got some glue. Yeah, that's expected.
Super thin.
Oh, what are they?
Got a needle cap,
Yeah.
which is really good. If you
Oh,
get a
so
blockage,
it's got like a little needle inside the cap
Yeah.
itself. Okay.
bit of silica gel that you don't eat.
Yep.
And 2 nozzles.
Oh, the Teflon
Not
nozzles.
1, but 2.
Yep.
So they are really, really cool. So I'm going to go ahead here. That's the one that I did.
What are we going to do? We're going to get in a bit tighter?
Well, this is, I hate doing this stuff on camera because this is when it's going to go wrong.
Well, as long as you don't squirt it in my eye, I think we're all right.
So I've just taken the lid off.
Yeah.
Going to plunge the needle in. Hopefully.
Okay, so that breaks the factory seal.
Breaks the factory seal.
Okay, a little bit of spin. Okay, it's opened up.
I can see it's opened up by how it's coming out.
Yeah.
I'm going to put my nozzle straight on.
And the good thing about these is if you do have a little bit of glue left over in the nozzle, it's normally stuck in the end.
Yeah.
And if it seals up, you just snip the
you
end
snip
off
it
it
off.
and it just keeps
That's
going.
right. It just keeps on going.
Yep.
So I've got my little nozzle on there.
Yeah.
So what I'm going to do here now
Yeah.
is just put the tiniest amount.
Yep.
It's hard for me to do. This is
it's not a natural angle for you, is it?
No.
Trying to show the camera. It's going to go all over your fingers. Because I saw a bit gone through, so I wouldn't be surprised if your finger's going to get stuck to that rim soon.
You're making me nervous. You're making me nervous, Paige.
It's just running commentary.
It is, isn't it? I'm going to try and do it like this.
Yeah, that's safer.
It's not also how I do it, but there's a lot of capillary action here on the fresh tire glue.
Yep.
Just using the tiniest amount.
Yep. You see it flowing.
And it's quite a craft. But doing these little simple steps will ensure that you get the maximum performance out of your tire.
Well, you don't want the bead to start coming loose, right? Because
No.
then the tire will start rolling, and at worst, it will come all the way off, and then you have no traction at all.
It will damage the tire.
Mm.
Won't come all the way off, but they can tear and start making the front end of the car feel funny.
Funny. I mean, funny's good for certain circumstances, but not when you're driving a race car. Oh, look at that. How are you getting the hang of it?
Well, again, it's not my... And then I'll just simply just roll it around, sort of get a little bit of...
Give it a little bit of squeeze.
And that is it.
Okay.
Now, the
done.
reason I do that when it comes straight off the track
Yep.
is because after that is sat for 5 minutes, then I'll put it on the tire sander.
Yep.
I won't do it now because it probably hasn't had time to exactly dry.
Now, you do the other side as well, right? After this sets.
I'll do the other side.
Yep.
I'm just cleaning out the nozzle.
Yep.
Making sure that there's no hard bits in there. Create a little bit of vacuum and put the supplied cap back on.
Yep.
And this one goes straight back.
Leave the silica gel in there.
And his little pouch. Yep.
Yep. The silica gel just absorbs any air that's in there, and that's the
Any
stuff that's
moisture?
going to that's the stuff that's going to set it off. All right, that's pretty much it, yeah?
That is it. Look at that. We've got our glue back in our little bag.
Yep.
And that will last for months. Well, it will last for months.
Yep.
Like that.
Yep.
Then after this,
Give it a bit of a wipe.
Give it a little bit of a wipe just to make sure. Because then what I'm going to do is I'm going to spin this bad boy up.
And you don't want glue flying?
I don't want glue flying.
No.
Usually I would wait, like by the time you do all of them, it's usually like a 5-minute process.
Right.
Oops, can you put that back in there for me, please?
Okay.
In case I ever get a blockage, it's a handy little...
Can you little grab it in there?
Yeah. Now, like I said, this is a well-used second-hand tire.
Mm.
Let's see how badly I've buckled the wheel over my racing. Being a sweep, it'll be pretty good, I imagine.
All right, so what are you going to do now? You're doing exactly the same sort of process?
Doing the same process.
All right, so you got your scourer pad now.
Got my scourer pad.
All right, you're lubricated with the water-based cleaner.
Can you hear that?
What, the squeakiness?
The squealiness.
Right. Is that good?
I like it.
Oh, okay.
And then I'm
How
going
many
to
runs do you reckon it's been on that?
This would be a race tire, so this would have had two runs.
Right, okay.
If it's in that condition.
All right, so now you got your sanding stick.
Yeah, and this is a fine one.
Oh, it's a fine one?
Because it's a second hand, so this will be a...
Like a 600 or something?
600, 800. And
Right.
again, I'm just looking for a little bit of foam.
Right.
There's not much of a death ring on there, so I don't need to go too hard. You can hear that starting to grip up.
Yeah, as it squeaks, because it's getting... Okay, yeah.
Then I'll give it a little bit of a...
A white with a dry rag?
Yep, just a dry rag. Which is hard because it's so grippy.
Yep.
And that is it. And that is a race tire.
Like prepped up for another run.
Ready to go. Feel how sticky Mickey that is.
It is too.
And that, again, is using no harsh chemicals or goops.
Yep. Wow. Okay.
And that is going to be very similar. This will be very similar to the 36. So this will be like the mod tire, the 36 and TCR tire.
There you go.
And that is a couple little steps that I can do to make sure. And then look at that. It's like
So this is what everyone can do.
Yeah, with very little cars. Don't need any dangerous chemicals. And it's
really tacky.
It's quite rewarding as well, and that way you know you're absolutely getting your best out of your tires.
Yeah.
And like I said, the best thing is that I haven't used anything dangerous.
Yeah.
There's no dangerous chemicals or anything there.
That's good, isn't it?
It's not something that I'll be doing to my phaser. Your 21 might cop a bit of love. Hey, the 21 might get a bit of race prep.
It's going to get a lot of loving.
So I look forward to that adventure. But that is it, and that's how you take care of your tires.
Oh, very cool. I feel totally different to when I was like racing hardcore.
Yeah.
Tires never felt this good.
Well, these are the latest. These are like the latest generation rubbers. That's why, you know.
Amazing, isn't it?
And they actually like these tires. Sweet tires are so fast now. They're definitely the fastest tires in the market. Yeah, I really look forward to getting the DX range back in.
Yeah.
But for the moment, I'm sure that we've got something that's really going to be very reliable and easy to use.
Yeah, for sure.
Which is really cool.
Yeah, good.
All right,
thanks
guys.
for joining us. Let's see what we've got in our comments here. Now, there's like 10 million of them.
Really? Telling me how I'm doing it wrong. And that's okay.
I think it's got to do with guessing.
The mic not being on. We've come this far. The mic's
should be
not
all
on.
good. Car guessing. I saw some car guessing. Where is it?
Have a look at the mess I've made. Where's the Windex?
Oh, Anthony's got a guess on the car.
Yep. What's he guessing?
HJ Holden panel van lime green.
Ooh.
Actually, what is it?
It is a HJ.
It is too. I've got the year.
I'm back.
A year yet. Okay, so it is the HJ.
It is a HJ.
Yeah. So it's an HJ panel van, but the color is not called lime green.
No,
Is it?
definitely not. Excuse me. No. What?
It's not quite right.
It's not quite right.
Not quite right.
It's not called lime green.
But you do have the HJ Holden panel van there.
Can I say
That's
that?
right.
Can I say that lime's in the name?
The what?
That lime's in the name of the
You
color.
can say that because we already said that. So lime is in the name of the color
And green.
and green.
But there's an extra word.
Yes.
Do some research.
Extrapolate.
And that might have been a clue. The old this one here.
Ah, Dave's got a year.
That was a cute clue. Clue.
A Q clue. 1974.
What do you say? 74? Could be. I don't know. I didn't see the box.
I don't know either. I'm looking at the box. It doesn't
Well,
say.
you are a professional. Well, we're actually going to have the custodian of the said vehicle. aren't we?
Coming in a bit later.
So he might know.
Does he know he's coming in?
So bear with us. He does know. He does definitely
excellent. All right.
know. Okay, what have you got for us?
I've got some plastic kits. Oh, you want to look at them?
If you wouldn't mind. What
How
is
about
that?
which one? That thing?
Yeah.
Okay, let's look at this first.
Sparked my limited interest.
Limited interest. Well, this
What is that?
the Type 16. It's a Japanese vehicle. Okay, it's got
How can you
it's
tell?
basically a tank turret on a wheeled vehicle.
So it's just a tank with wheels.
Yeah, when you say it like that, it's just not as fun, is it?
All right.
But yeah, so this is something that I picked up when Nick and myself went to visit the Shizuoka Hobby Show in Japan.
What? Did you build it?
I built it.
Oh,
So this was a brand new release back then, 2018. And this is when the Japanese Self-Defense Force were starting to build these. And they had one at the show, full-size one, scary. And we were able to buy limited edition pre-production ones. We've still got
we weren't
one.
allowed to drive it.
You couldn't drive it,
Why
no.
was it scary?
Because it was like huge, massive. And so I built one of them. So this is the one from then. But Tamiya's actually released a new version of it, which is this one.
Do you know who builds the rear ones?
The real ones?
Yeah. Scotty Too Hotty.
Yeah,
Yeah, he works on the rear ones.
he does. But not exactly this one.
Could be.
Looks like
you
it.
don't know. You don't know. It's top secret.
Oh, it's a bit of a secret, is it? Well, this is a new version. So this is the MCV C5 version.
So you have to build another one.
Do I?
Well, it's outdated now.
Yeah, maybe. So it's basically the same model, but this version has actually, where's my hands? Over here. It's got the tow system on it. So they made new parts for this
Camel?
version. Not quite. So with these new parts, there's also a new figure as well. The crew are exactly the same.
You
as this
do
one.
love a good figure.
I do love figures, and this one also comes with photo etch parts.
Did that one?
No, not at all.
You definitely have to build a new one.
Yeah. So that's pretty exciting. So that's pretty new.
Has this been here all along?
It's been there all along.
In the cabinet.
Yeah, haven't you seen it? Let's have a close look at it from the top.
Well, we'll have to. You do them that good. I just thought it was like a display thing.
What do you mean?
Well, I mean, I know it's a display thing, but
Well, here it is here. Okay, this is all brush painted.
What do you mean?
Except for flat clear that was sprayed.
what do you mean brush painted?
I used a brush and painted it.
Why was your compressor broken?
No, because I couldn't be stuff pulling out the compressor at the time.
You brush painted that.
Yeah. So spray can of primer and then brush painted over the top.
Did you paint it on the sprue?
No.
Did you assemble it first and then paint it?
Yeah, most of it.
How did you get into the little bits?
You just get your brush and just like flick it around and
Really?
move it around. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, bit of exercise. It moves in and about. And this was one of the first kits where Tamiya actually started using 3D scanning technology to help sculpt their figures. And you'll be amazed at how good these faces do look.
Well, that's because you painted it.
And you see this guy's face?
What's his name?
I don't know.
He doesn't look happy.
Sven. And this is John.
Sven and John.
Yeah.
Of the Japanese.
Totally different facial expressions.
Also, what are you trying to say?
They look really human.
So you can't say that people look the same. That's not right.
What do you mean? Is that wrong? See, pretty impressive, isn't it?
No, it's not Wong. It's John.
I'm not as dim as you seem. So, and all the camo, that's all.
Is he painted brush too?
Yeah, all the guys are all hand painted. All the camouflage is all hand painted by brush.
Did you have to do it under magnification?
Of course. I can't see properly with my natural eyes anymore. That's what happens when you get old. Oh yeah, there you go. So really super nice and crisp.
That's a decal on the side.
It is a decal. It's probably a bit out of focus now, isn't it? There you go.
Oh, that's crisp.
And so those super thin decals. They're just molded to the shape, no problem.
Are they cardiograph?
I don't think these were cartographs though.
Does it have a hole in it? Because I can see it goes over a rivet. Or did you have to put a hole in it?
No, no hole. That was just put some decal setting solution on it and just molded over that rivet.
Really?
Yep, super smooth. And then that's just with a bit of flat clear over it.
Can you use decal setting solution on like RC slide decals?
No, it won't work because they're too thick.
Oh,
Yeah. So decal solution actually softens it, almost like melts it. So yeah, so there's the lights, little indicator reflector there. The tires and the wheels.
Was that a lens in the kit, that reflector, or is that something you've painted?
No, it's painted.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's with the silver and clear orange put over the top. So there's more over here. So there you go.
Doesn't look so scary now you've made a model of it, does it?
Well, no. It's like part of the family now. So
if
that's
I
it.
saw one drive down Flinders Street, I'd snip the door.
Would you?
Yeah.
So quite a nice kit altogether. And it's got the working steering as well. Four-wheel steer.
Where's the steering wheel?
It's all linked. Steering wheel, I'll be in the driver's compartment, which is under here.
How does he see?
Through the periscopes. All the tanks got periscopes. Same here.
Oh.
You know that. Tanks have had periscopes since World War II.
I would have thought they'd been the digital age of cameras and stuff. No?
Yeah, no. I think I still prefer direct vision. That's a laser, I think, here for the main gun.
Laser sharks.
That's it. And you got your smoke discharges. There
That
you go.
is the Type 16 MCV C-Vibe with winch.
With the winch. So that's a new bit.
Doesn't come with towing stuff, comes with a winch.
Yeah. So the winch would not be around here.
Can you retrofit it?
Probably not. I need to get the extra bits.
Oh.
I've got a feeling I read somewhere that they have modified the mold as well. So it's probably got extra holes or something to take the new bits.
I look forward to your entry in the 2024 Model Expo. Should be good.
2024?
Yeah, next year.
Yeah. What's that going to be?
What is this one?
What do you mean? I'm not going to build one of those. I'm already building something for it already. What are you getting me into?
Thank you for.
Let's put this back.
Yeah, people are going to start thinking we got the wrong car.
Yeah. Well, there you go. So that is the brand new Tamiya.
That was exciting. Have you got anything else in your plastics kit to show us?
Yeah, I do. If we're talking military, how about this?
Oh, that's Dan's favourite.
It is Dan's
Dan
favourite. So Dan is going to do a full unboxing on this.
Get to the chopper. Is that what he says? He would love this.
So look out for the unboxing when Dan gets around to it. We've just released a video where he's unboxed the what did he unbox?
He knows some stuff, that guy.
That was a helicopter. The big Chinook. We saw the Chinook out here, remember, during the air show. Just flying around, the river.
If all hell breaks loose one day, you want as good as armament, I reckon.
But this is not a Chinook. This is a Cobra, and they developed these for Vietnam. Specific.
What made them special?
It's fully designed as armor, like anti-armor, or I should say attack. And they designed it to be super skinny. So from the front, when they're facing the enemy, they've got a very low profile.
Is that so they're hard to shoot?
Yes, hard to spot. I didn't realize that this one. I only saw it when I looked carefully at the box. Because traditionally, you'll see Cobras and they've got just a gun, like a machine gun on the turret. This one's got a grenade launcher on there as well. So it's a double whammy.
Not messing about.
No. But look at the pylons, right? You got rockets.
Estes. Powered by Estes.
And what are the other ones? Are they bombs? I don't know. Dan will know. We'll chop it open and have a look at it. And there's like a new kit. New, fresh kit. 1/32 scale, so pretty big.
Big chopper.
Big. I mean, see the size of the box. Look at the box. Chunky.
Jack will do one.
Jack will do. Jack's into everything, isn't he?
Jack loves a chopper.
He does.
Doesn't he?
He does. Loves everything.
That's some good work.
So there we go. That is fresh go.
All right.
What do you got? You got something, haven't you? Or should we go on to this?
We'll go back onto this. You're handling that car very confidently.
All right. So just Scotty, he's gone to bed because he's over in the States. So he's going to watch it tomorrow morning.
Thank you for joining us, Scotty.
All right. What have we got? Now, 974, which we can't confirm yet. I've got someone else coming in. Who's Bush 1G? He's saying, "Hey, what's up?" Well, there you go. There you go.
It's a little bit lighter than I thought.
What's lighter?
How much do you think it weighs?
I reckon it weighs more than 10 grams.
Do you?
Yep. Going to check it up, are you?
I can't confirm that. Well, I want to do it while Jack's not watching.
Why? You want him to see you picking it up? I can't see that first one.
Yes, you can.
Oh, yeah, okay. All right, I know.
Did you see it?
Yep. All right, so we need weights too. So we need the year, we need the color, the exact color, and we need the weight.
I'm just checking because it changed.
And it'd be nice if someone could say what sort of version this is, because it's sort of customized. What is the purpose of this machine?
Purposeful.
That's it. All right, what are we moving on to? What do you got? What else you got?
I've got another bag.
Oh, we've got some guesses on weights.
Have we?
Then we just get some ranges.
Yep.
Dave says 655. It's lower than 655.
It's definitely lower than 655.
And Bossman says 30 grams is much higher than 30 grams. Okay, so it's between those two. Yep.
30 and 665.
All right.
It's a big window.
It's a huge window. All right, what do you got? What's that?
Got another bag.
Oh! Should I move this?
Probably don't have to jump straight into this one. This one is inspiring for greatness.
What do you mean?
It sort of carries on from our theme from before.
What is it?
A little bit.
What's that? Oh!
Do you remember this?
I do remember this.
It's getting unsheathed.
What?
Hey? What do you mean what? I'm taking the cover off. Tell us about that, Beige, because you had a big part in that.
I did. Well, this is off a phaser.
A Kyosho phaser.
That's right. And this is the Hakasuka, or the original Skyline GDR.
Yep. Datsun.
Datsun.
I'm calling it a Datsun.
In silver, and we've actually added lights to it.
We have added lights to it.
And you drove it at a Twilight meeting, and they look awesome.
We have driven it plenty of times.
So it's got bright headlights and also tail lights. Can we hook it up?
We can do it even, but I can show you how it turns the phaser. Like I said, it's one of my most favorite platforms.
Oh, you're going to do the conversion?
Yeah, let's show you
so
how...
this is with your racing body on it, right?
Well, yeah. It's if I feel that I'm going to get, touched up a bit.
What?
Touched up. I'll go ahead. Can you take those body clips off the front for me?
Yeah.
This is how easy it takes me to swap the bodies over.
All right, so we've got the body already preset on this one. So it's just a matter of swapping bumpers over, is it?
Yeah.
All right. Here's this one.
Because the foam is different.
Do you have to do anything for the back one?
I can take that one off too. Because the foams are so different because of the body shells.
Yeah.
And the pin heights, body pin heights, I found it quite cost effective just to get another set of bumper and foam from the Kyosho Spare Parts.
How easy is this?
Well, I think it's pretty easy, but maybe I'm being ridiculous. And then I'll take the rear mount off.
Yeah.
Because it comes in the same parts tree.
Right.
It's like a body mount set.
Okay.
We'll put that.
And then you got this one.
We'll put this one on.
And so you got different coloured clips, so it's easy to recognise them too.
Wow.
It just happened.
I think that might have just happened.
Right.
Now, I might have made a boo-boo here because it has been about 6 months since I've done this.
Wait, how wrong can you be?
Well, it can be on backwards.
Oh, that's the way it came off.
Yeah,
Should be
but
alright, isn't
it
it?
might have been sitting on there wrong. No, I think it might be backwards.
Really? Let's have a look.
Absolutely right.
Oh, it's spot on. Spot on. Come on, plug it up. We've got to see the lights.
It's coming out of retirement and it's coming back to the... Still got a battery in there, which is good. I'll go ahead here and plug in a little wiring loom. Like so.
Yeah.
Boop, boop.
Oh, I'm going to turn off the lights.
You're not.
I'm going to turn off the lights.
It's getting a bit... Really?
That's one light off.
It's getting a bit much for me.
Is it?
And then this is ready to go.
Come on, show us the lights. Show us the lights.
And that's how easy. I can't. I've got to put the body on. I can't just... It's not a
come
rum.
on.
It's not a rumshuckle operation that
Why
we're
are
trying
you
to run
taking so
here.
long?
This is a professional outfit
Yeah.
of speed and aerodynamics.
All right, poke it at the camera.
Boom!
Boom!
Look at that.
Yeah. It's good, isn't it?
And this is going to be, again, this is Bendigo Classic.
Yep.
That's a phaser.
Actually, let me turn off the other lights.
Why?
It's getting a bit of reflection.
Getting reflection. Only from my head. No?
Man,
Oh, look at that.
I haven't polished my head this morning. Yeah, they're pretty bright lights. These are super bright LEDs on the front.
And you did that for me.
Yep.
Which is really cool.
And then we got the
Got the tail lights.
soft reds at the back.
That's right.
Pretty cool,
And it
isn't
looks good. The gold wheels actually work on this body as well, don't they? And these are not the D32s, but these are the similar tires to what we'll be running at the Bendigo Classic on this very car. So I might even take a can of spray paint with me and paint them up. What do you think?
We should do it.
Huh?
Seems to be a tradition.
Seems to be a little bit of a tradition,
make
doesn't
it
it?
look right.
And how cool is that? Cool little race car.
And you were racing around the track like that too. Looked
Yeah.
awesome.
And we'll
And a
race
bit
it
of
again.
roll to it.
We'll race it again. Exactly like that, huh? It's going to come out of... We'll blow off the cobwebs. We'll charge up the 9-step lipo and we'll send the dog.
Send the dog.
Is that what
Dog?
we do?
That's a bit harsh, isn't it?
No. That's just
All
what
right,
you say.
let's bring this back.
Car of the week.
That's it. All right, so what have we got here? We do have some guesses now
Yes.
of the weights. Okay, between 655 and 30 grams. So we've got 100 grams
Ooh.
from Jeff.
Closer.
It's closer, but
It's
it's
still low.
too low. And then Retro Rob says 287.
Ooh.
That's too high.
That's too high. So we've got 100 and 287.
Yeah.
Yep.
Dave said 425. No, that's too high.
That's too high.
And then what do we got here? Oh, that's it so far. Okay, so we're between
100 and 287.
That's it. That is correct.
Do you know what? There's a bit of warmth in the air. Isn't there?
I saw a video that you put up,
Mm.
and it was of some RC cars that may or may not have been driving through the middle of Melbourne CBD, through Birrarungma and
we were told
Federation
off.
Square.
We were told off for that, actually.
We were, and doesn't matter. We
Well, you were told off.
I was told off. You were behind me, so it doesn't matter. And then we drove them around, right? We drove around these RC cars, flying a kite.
Off the back of the RC car.
That's right.
Off of Winnie.
I should reshare that because you
the
did it on the
FSR.
racing
Did it on
account.
the Hearns Hobbies Racing one, didn't I?
That's right. But I'll reshare it
Because
on the
winter
Hearns
is
one too.
coming to a close.
It is.
Well, I think is it over? It is the 1st of September.
Oh, it is over.
The first-
Officially over.
First day of spring.
Spring.
So we got some kites. Big stock of kites.
What do you got here? What's this one?
And
This
we
is a Sunrise.
I have no idea.
Sunrise Delta.
And we do the wing speed kites,
We do.
and we love them, and we've got heaps in stock. So if you're planning on getting outdoors and shaking off the winter, it's a really handy little thing, isn't it?
It
Take
is.
it down to the park, the oval, the beach, whatever.
This one's pretty big.
Have some fun.
So you just use this bag as your carry bag. So they just fold up and you just slide it back in there.
Mm.
And this just folds out and it's like massive. Absolutely massive.
They are my least favorite thing to put in the mail. Just saying.
Yeah, fair enough.
This and Flexi Track.
Yes.
It's not my
It is
favorite
what it is,
thing.
just the shape it is.
That's right.
Mm.
So we got kites, and
Yes.
we've got some other little things, and I love them because they seem so historic. Not that I'd know. Where are they?
What are you talking about?
Little boxes of the wooden things.
Oh, over here.
It's not a model kit. Well, is it a model kit?
It's a model kit, but it's made of wood.
And you throw
With
it.
balsa.
You throw it. Is that what?
So these ones are designed for free flight, which you can throw, or free flight with a motor in them. But the motors are going to be very hard to find now. They're like those little
So
small, tiny Cox
These
type motors.
are really old technology.
Yes.
Yes. So
And
these
Gillows have been around for a long time.
These have been around. This is an American company. Yeah,
Yep.
Gillows.
Yep.
And they have been around. What? I want to say the 40s, but
Yeah,
I could
yeah,
be
it would
wrong.
be. It would be.
I don't have that.
How about
in
from the
mind.
top camera? Because on the bag it shows you what the construction is really like.
And I've got a couple of different models here, and I really thought it's a really fun thing to do. And they come with the paper and everything. Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that-
They come
so-
with the paper. Yes. You will need some tools and some glue, and the dope to dope up the covering material. But this is the spar by spar building. Okay, so it's not a solid sheet for wing. It's actually a profiled wing. So you glue on all these sections.
And it's all laser cut.
It's all laser cut now.
Yep.
In the old days, they weren't laser cut.
So you
They'll
have
give you plans and you have to cut them out manually.
So they really, they've taken a lot of work out of it,
Yes.
but still the assembly and I think they're fantastic, and they're really good value.
I'm pretty sure these ones will come with rubber band power now.
Rubber band?
Yep.
What do you mean?
So you'll wind it up and let it go.
Yeah?
Yeah, I reckon. See rubber.
Rubber band motor.
Yep.
So you designed it, you actually have to throw it like a paper plane.
Yes, yes. And so you got all the different types here.
How far would you expect it to travel?
I don't know. Halfway across a 40 field, I guess.
What? You take it outside?
Yeah, not inside.
No?
No. No, you do it all outside because I go pretty far.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, you're learning something new all the time, aren't you? So what have we got here? So this is the Hellcat. We got a Focke-Wulf FW190. And we got an Avenger. But there's a whole heap of them, aren't
There's
there?
a whole heap of them.
Whole heap.
These are,
And these are the small size ones. And they do have different series.
Yeah.
So it's like probably 4 different sizes.
and
So
I,
they got simpler ones than this as well.
and I love them because they're just such a, I don't know, they just really fit her. Like 76 years, they've probably been sold here on and off for the past 76 years.
Well, this is very much a kind of product that was being sold in the early days. And also the Hearns brothers did make these types of kits as
For
well.
themselves, yeah. They
Yes.
did design them and sell them, didn't
They
they?
did, indeed.
That's fantastic. Well, I'm
Yeah.
just glad. And they really are of good value. They're not hundreds of dollars.
No,
Definitely
absolutely.
not.
And they give you like hours of building time.
Probably not you because you're a pro.
Hmm?
You're a pro. You're probably really good at it.
Doesn't mean I'm quick,
Wow.
as you know. Take my time.
Well, we're going to put you under the pump soon. We'll
All
talk
right.
about that after.
All right. So what are we doing now?
Huh. Any more guesses?
Oh, we've got weights probably.
Wait.
All
More
right.
weights.
So where would you do this? 150.
Higher.
Higher than 150.
Higher than 150.
255.
Lower.
Lower. 130, it's higher.
Higher. Ooh, getting somewhere now.
Oh, look, Anthony's got a new description for it.
Yep.
HJ Holden.
Yes.
It's not lime green Reaper.
It's not quite right, but
Not quite.
I thought maybe add number plates. No.
Lime green is still
Lime
there.
green is still the thing.
Yeah.
And you guys are going to kick yourselves in, you know.
That's it. Okay, we've got another one.
They can probably Google it.
170 grams.
Ooh, lower. So we got 150 to 170. Is it?
Is it? Yes.
150 to 170. All right.
150 to 170.
Beige, show me something.
You want something different?
I want something new and exciting.
Oh, you love this one.
Do I?
You love eating.
We can't say that on telly.
I'll say it. Pulled pork.
I do love a brisket. If you got pork, you may as well pull it. This looks like quite a fun little kit to build. This is from Revell. Is it a re-release? You would have seen this in your time, or no? You can't tell me it's a new kit.
I can't remember. I would doubt it's a new kit, so I would say it's a re-release of the plastic of the car, and it's got some new livery.
78 Chevy Blazer. No?
Pretty cool. I reckon you should do it on the top, and we'll have a close look at it because it's got quite a few details on that.
Pulled pork.
Pulled pork.
I love the little. That's pretty cool, huh? Like the pig with the.
There's a bit of detail, yeah.
Would that be a decal sheet in there?
Yes. Yeah. I'd imagine that's a full sheet of decal. They wouldn't expect you to paint all that.
Could put it on here.
You want to put it on there?
I think so. When you're not looking.
So what is it? Is it like a truck? It's a bulldozer. So that's why it's got the weight on the front.
A bulldozer?
Yeah.
I don't know that's a word.
What do you mean? It says so. Right there. See? Bulldozer.
Got a 383 small block Chev.
Yeah.
My favourite.
Look on this side.
If you're going to have an SBC, you're going to have a 383.
Yeah.
Yeah. I wouldn't put it in my pulled pork though.
Wouldn't you?
No. Have a look at the straight pipes.
Pretty funky, isn't it?
Do you know who would love this?
Who would love this?
Jeff Biggs. Jeff Biggs. He would love to. I could picture him driving around something like that.
Yeah. With his arm hanging out?
Yeah, that's right.
Wearing a hat?
Well, I don't know. The hat's optional.
Right.
He's got a fire extinguisher ready.
Okay. So he'll be safe.
There you go. Bit of pulled pork.
Yeah, very nice. Oh, I love it. All right.
What else have you got?
Oh, well, since we're talking about cars, how about this? This also came in from Revell.
The Duster. What can you tell me about the Duster?
It's a funny car.
Is it?
It doesn't look that funny, though. Where are you going?
So it does have a space frame chassis. Does it? Oh, it does.
Look at that.
That's pretty cool little detail, isn't it?
Definitely. So the body would just lift off it so you can see all the internals.
So
funny car is basically a drag car with a saloon body on it, is it?
I believe so, yeah.
So obviously it's been shortened, so it's quite a short chassis.
Yeah, it's just a race chassis with a production-esque
bodywork on it.
Bodywork on it, yeah.
And that'd be like, what, fiberglass or something?
This day and age would be carbon fiber, I imagine.
Right.
They're pretty high-end. They're not chump change.
This has got like flashy lights.
You're talking like a 5-second quarter mile and stuff. It's pretty insane now.
Is it? 5 seconds? You see your life flash before you.
Yeah, it doesn't take that long.
Very cool. There you go. The Duster. 70 Plymouth.
That's more. That's more you.
Is that me?
Yeah, you can be up Lonsdale Street and that. No worries.
Can you imagine me in that?
Yep.
All right. What do you got? You got to have something else now,
I'm
right?
not saying you're a redneck, but what?
Where is it?
You're assuming an awful lot. Hey, do you know what I've been working on this week?
What have you been working on?
Was it this week or was it this week?
It's been this week.
Myself and Grand Poobah.
Who?
Tony Gray.
Yeah.
Grand Poobah of self-confessed Grand Poobah.
What is this? What is that?
That is the MB01. This is an Australian exclusive. That's what makes it exciting. People go, well, what is that? I don't know. Well, this is the first one in Australia.
And?
The first one in Australia, we've built it. We haven't finished it, but we have in fact built it.
And it's been driven.
It has been driven. And apparently it understeers a bit. But I think that's a reflection more upon the driver than the car.
What about the surface?
Or the track or the surface or that. So where is it, Beach? Show us.
What do you mean?
Show us what you got. It's behind you.
Oh.
Now, clear polycarbonate shells don't look fantastic on screen, but this one's a bit different.
Look at the back of it.
It's got a nose.
A nose? No, that's the nose.
Oh, that's the front.
Yeah.
It's got a nose on the back.
That's the backage.
Look at that. It's got an engine.
So
hanging out the back.
This is a crazy Abarth.
Abarth
1000.
That's right.
Because the regular ones were half litre.
Yeah.
500. And because they put a 1 litre in it, which is double the capacity, it didn't fit.
Didn't fit.
So what do? You got to open the engine cover.
Yep. Easy solution.
Easy. So a couple of struts.
That's probably a bit of an aerodynamic aid as well, to be honest.
It acts as a rear wing.
Well, it wouldn't hurt. But yeah, so that is the Tamiya MB01.
Yeah.
Let's have a look. Let's have a closer look. Last week, I think wasn't this finished? It was partially finished.
Mm-hmm.
And
it's completely finished now.
Parched as.
Parched.
partially finished.
Ah,
Have a look at the Tamiya body posts. I love that. They will be cut down, but I just love that they must get them cheaper by the meter.
of course. Of course.
They must get them cheaper. Is it that time?
It's that time.
Can we have 5 minutes? Could you come back in 5 minutes?
Yeah.
Thank you. We've got exactly 5 minutes.
Yep. Go.
Here we have the MB01.
And it's all brand new chassis.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's a mini chassis.
It is the mini chassis. We built it short wheelbase as per the kit. So what's that? 205 mil. Yes, it does have different size tires front and back. The driven tires are bigger. The kit did guide us to a rear drive configuration.
That's because there's 3 configurations of the motor arrangement, isn't it?
Yeah. So there's a mid-mount rear, front rear drive, and a front high, or 4, I suppose. You can have the motor up high.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
So, and just by putting a longer servo link and putting it backwards,
Yep.
There's 2 screws here, and you can clip. I showed last week how you could clip the diff out really easy.
Yep.
You can do the same thing with the steering. You can basically turn it from front wheel drive to rear wheel drive really, really simply.
So the suspension setup is the same front to back.
Yep, front to back.
Yep.
But instead of having the toe links on the rear, you just pop those balls off those 2 screws and flip it over the whole bulkhead.
Yeah.
So that is a really cool idea. It does have friction shocks, or it does have spring retainers, no friction in there. So
I like the battery mount.
Battery mount's really cool. It's hinged. Unlike myself.
Unhinged.
Unhinged.
Look at that. Very nice.
Flaps up, flaps down.
Yep, that's classical.
Isn't it? It is
I like
really
that.
good Tamiya engineering.
Really nice touch.
It was a very odd build just because it was so alien to us, but it was very entertaining with Tony Gray nonetheless. It has these body post stiffeners, which is something that we used to have to make on the old minis. So that is really cool. Keeps them nice and stiff. Comes on the parts tray.
Well, it's got that funny mount in the center too for a full-size transponder.
Yeah, the old transponder mounts that they still insist on putting provisions for in their kits.
It's got this fake rocker covers.
It looks like a rock cover, doesn't it?
Yeah. Nice little touch.
On the steering system.
Yeah, how big the motor looks in the little chassis.
Doesn't it? A Silver Can 540. It's not even a
It's got a
torque
bit of
tube
weight
or
to it,
nothing.
so it feels like you're holding onto a little brick.
So really looking forward to, and if we can pull our finger out and get the bodywork done, so we can have a little bit of a closer look. All I've done is fitted it out and cut it out. I like to do that before I paint my bodies. The next step is, and the motor stuff is just sitting in there, isn't it?
Let me take this panel off.
Oh, you've just put blue tack.
Yeah, of course.
That's a bit cheeky.
Look at how much detail there is on the actual engine.
Show me.
What do you mean? Oh, yeah. Well, here's the engine, right? Which was attached.
Probably 2 laps with Tony Gray driving. That's probably about how the engine's going to...
Oh, it's going to come back to the pits like this?
I reckon. We're going to...
Look how detailed it is. So you get your carbs just hanging out. Go on your side.
Cover.
Tiny.
I'm really looking forward
Look at
to...
the pipes.
Because I know that you will paint it, weather it, and you'll put like ignition leads, fuel lines. You will soup it up.
We will soup it up. Should I put a little shaker motor in it?
Like that?
If you're shaking like this.
Yeah.
I don't know. Can I do that?
Why not?
I don't know how to do that.
Oh.
I have to get a little motor inside
Take
with a weight on one side.
Take apart my
and just
shaver.
fly it. Hey? Actually, we could do that. Couldn't we hook this up to the speed controller?
Why not?
And then on full throttle, it's just ripping its nut off.
Yeah?
That's
Nut off. I don't know if you can say nut.
Oh, well, I said it already, okay? There we go.
Really cool. So that has been a really cool little project. I've thoroughly enjoyed every minute of it.
This already is. I've really polished the mold on it.
And it is not over yet. The build itself, yeah, that's not its strong point. I really wish it had have come with oil-filled dampers.
Oh, I think that's a bit much, yeah? Because the original ones never came with good dampers.
But yeah, so, and it's going to be hopefully on track next Sunday out at Geelong. We'll get Tony Gray to pilot it and pull it around and see what we can do with it. But yeah, just a little fun club racer, a little entry level, getting Mini going again here in Victoria, which is good because it's always a very popular class. And that's on the news of actually Sweep just 24 hours ago.
Yeah.
Releasing brand new Sweep tires. minis.
They'll be stuck, won't they?
And they've completely re-engineered the molds and everything. So they've
Super
actually seen mini racing must be taken off worldwide if Sweep have come to the party and engineered a new mold. Because that tyre's been around for probably 20 years, 15 years.
It would be.
Those Sweep tyres. So, but yeah, really cool. That Tamiya Abarth MB01.
Looking forward to seeing it run.
Thank you to
Tamiya.
Awesome. Thank you to Tamiya Australia.
Yes.
And Tony Gray for joining me on that. We're actually going to do another one with Tony Gray in the studio.
Can you say what it's going to be?
Yeah.
Can you? What is it?
Why not? We're going to do a BBX. Hey?
That's very retro. That's very him. That's very you.
You and I have to finish the body off.
So it can run for next week.
We'll do that.
Okay.
And we'll try and record it.
Okay.
So that'll be another episode.
Okay.
And in the meantime, Tony and I are going to start on the BBX. So look out for that. But yeah, hopefully we can. When's the premiere going to be for the episode? First episode 1.
I don't know, soon.
Can I say tomorrow?
You can say that. Said it already.
Could be a Father's Day thing. Sunday.
Yeah, why not?
Anyway, we'll see. We do have to toil away, and there's a heck of a lot of editing to do, as you can understand.
There is, for sure.
What else have we got?
We were got Jack sort of halfway. How about we'll look at
Where's
something
Jack?
else? Just to be really quick. This is not the first time I've pulled up a wasabi.
Wasabi? Gee, careful.
What am I doing? What do you mean?
I thought you were getting close to the
Nah, miles away. I've got spidey senses.
parking sensors.
So here's a Sazabi,
Sazabi.
master grade, and we can't get enough of these, and they're back again. So these are really chunky,
And they're Vercar.
and they're Vercar. Yeah.
And Vercar's a design house?
Well, he's a designer that's reimagined the aesthetics for this particular model. So there's quite a few different Vercars, and everyone loves them. They're like the builders' kits.
Are they?
They're the ones to get. And I think Vince's one, that's in the front cabinet, it's based on one of these. So he's added a few extra bits and pieces, but if you haven't seen it, come in the shop. Yeah.
It's about that big, yeah?
Yeah. Chunky.
Chunkamunka.
Chunkamunka Wasabi Sazabi. It's pretty cool. It's one of the baddies, and the baddies tend to have the, I don't know, very aggressive styling.
Well, it's because they're bad.
They're bad.
No? They can't look
Bad dudes.
They can't look like lollipops and puppy dogs, can
Look. Perfect timing.
Speaking of bad
We
guys.
have a visitor.
Hey, speaking of bad guys.
Hello.
Come on in, Jack.
All right,
Jack,
come in the center.
how's it
Right
going?
there.
Jack
Indeed.
Aaronfield. How are you, buddy?
Pretty good.
What's
I've-
news?
That thing is the news.
Because why is that?
What guesses have we got?
All right, so we got weights coming.
Grab it, Jack. Don't let him break it on you.
You haven't broke it yet.
BJ
No, not yet,
might
but we're
have.
working on it.
Might have.
What have we got here? 139.
No.
Lower.
Do you know how much it weighs?
I can't say I do.
We weighed it. We know exactly how much it weighs.
210 from Dave. That's too heavy.
Too heavy. Lower.
158.
Higher.
Higher than 158.
Yep.
Was it? Oh yeah. 164.
I'm calling it.
Are you calling it?
Yep. 164. Yep. I can't just. Yeah, I have to buy a gram either way just with our temperature compensation system. But 164. Who guessed that?
That was Ripien GT.
Oh, go you good thing.
All right, so we'll wait in a bit of a. Well, now? Later?
In the
later.
meantime,
we'll do some close-ups on it.
We've got Jack here to tell us about it. What is it, Jack? What are we looking at?
So it's the new DDA Collectibles plastic car
Touch
kit.
it.
You might break it. So it's like the Monaro sort of. So the engine's the same as the Monaro kit, but the chassis is more or less pretty similar, but the body's just a bit different.
Because you did build the orange Monaro that we featured.
What do you mean the body's a bit different? It's a lot different, isn't it?
Well,
Well, it's a
slightly
panel
different.
van.
Yeah.
And it's a HJ, not
Yeah.
a HQ.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So this is from DDA, 124th
Mhm.
model kit.
Mhm.
And we got that into stock late Friday
Mhm.
last week. It was
Yeah.
after the show.
About a week ago.
And you took it away and you took up the challenge of finishing it and presenting it on today's. Now, does it come with those wheels on the back?
No. They're from your Hako.
Is it?
Yeah.
It's from the Skyline.
Yeah.
Oh,
Skyline wheels.
Yeah.
Why? Is it, you taking the wheels off of it?
The
spares.
The spares, yeah.
Does
The
it come with
original.
spares?
Yeah,
yeah,
it
the
has-
Steelies, yeah?
yeah. The Steelies and
What do you mean? Did it come with extras?
Yeah, because that was a custom special. Had the extra bits thrown into it.
Oh, so they don't remove the old bits.
No, because they're on the big sprue.
The thing that I was sort of, umming and ahhing
How
about.
did you go with the stud pattern? Because I imagine Datsun's different stud pattern.
Yeah, so it's got
a 4-stud pattern.
Yeah, so it's got. Yeah, I was about to say it's got 4. It's a 4-lug hub, whereas on the Holden V5.
Easy.
Jeez, you have to
Just push it really hard.
You have to be a real rivet counter to paint that, don't you?
Yeah, so,
I count wheel nuts.
Yeah.
That doesn't have the right amount of wheel nuts on the back.
Yeah, but I made new hubs and the axles. Well, I mean, so the like metal axle that comes in the DDA kit is too wide, so the axle right now is just a toothpick. So I might change that.
That's just classic Holden. Don't worry, that's just classic
That's
Holden.
eco-friendly, mate.
Eco-friendly axle.
Yeah, easy to recycle.
Yeah.
And to pick up olives.
Yeah.
Big olives.
But let's go.
What are we
Let's
doing?
have a look. I want to have a look.
Am I allowed to touch it now or what?
No, I want Jack
As long
to
as
touch
you
it.
don't break
Can I put it in the
Jack
camera?
touching it. Hang on.
Did you flock it? Can you
I
open the boot? Did you open the
can't.
boot?
The boots. I was thinking about making a hinge mechanism.
All right, let's look at it. There it is.
All right,
We've got it on the top camera.
let's
All right, what am I
go.
looking at?
Point it out.
All right, so I don't know if you've mentioned already, but the car was painted with the Tamiya Candy Lime Grey.
Oh!
Tamiya Candy Lime Green.
Yeah, it's not-
somebody
it's-
guessed lime green. But
Well,
they,
we got
It's
some.
pretty- it is pretty
Look,
lime
look,
grey.
yeah,
They-
Anthony's got it,
they could have said
There you go.
TS52.
and he
Anthony
said that as
got it.
well.
Yeah.
He said TS52.
Ah,
Yeah.
Anthony's all over it. Famous,
so there he
famous for the candy grasshopper.
So there we go.
Right.
Well, that's right. The RC one, yeah, same color.
So there you go. That's all it. Because we were after the color code.
Yeah, well, there you go.
All right, so there's the color. Okay.
Yeah. And the clear is just the SMS.
TS13.
Not quite. It's the SMS 2K clear, which
2K.
is what I use in absolutely.
I'm gonna touch it.
Oh,
I'm gonna
Yeah,
touch
you
it.
can-
stinky stuff.
As long as you don't break, yeah, the stinky stuff.
I love the stinky stuff. Oh, don't break the axe. Oh. Have a look how narrow the track is at the back. Can you have a look like at the rear perspective? Like
If you
looking
flip it
across the boot?
upside down.
Am I allowed to look at the rear?
No. Where's the exhaust? Oh, look at that. And that is very typical of some burnout cars.
Yeah,
isn't
so
it?
it's meant to be a burnout car.
Skid pig.
Yeah.
It looks a bit tweaked.
Yeah, yeah.
That's okay. That's how Holden sit.
Yeah.
That's a part of the panhard suspension. That's
There we
how it
go. All right,
articulates.
here's the other side. So were these separate bits? Because it looks like there's separate panels here. Is it?
Yes, correct. That's actually not glued in. It's just press fitted in because I couldn't get it back out. So the fit was pretty tight.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So is that designed so you can open it?
No,
Or you're meant to? Okay.
not quite.
Right. Okay.
Which is a shame because like it'd be pretty cool if you could open it. But...
The reflections you got off this.
And you could put
Yeah.
a little TV inside and everything.
Yeah, you
You
could.
can put the micro TV that we've got here.
I was,
Does that
I,
fit
was, I was thinking about putting the spare wheels and tires in the back, but like I mean, you can't really see far into it anyway because not much light gets into it. But
So what's your trick to getting this smooth finish?
super smooth.
there's no trick. I mean,
What do you mean
I
there's no trick?
There's a lot of people that can't do this.
I just thin it down more than
What, the clear?
Yeah, I thin it down more than what Scott recommends in his instructions. But
So what's your process for doing the body work?
What do you
So
say?
you wash it?
Water.
water. No. I've stopped. I used to sand down the bodies first before I primed them, but I've
Yeah.
stopped doing that just because I did that with your Hacko, and it caused like the primer didn't fill the scratches in completely,
Yeah.
and so it showed through in the paint, which happened twice. So I was really annoyed.
So it's really good to have like a buffed mold. Is that what you're saying? Like you've got to have a shiny mold almost.
Yeah, but the thing is, yeah, pretty much. Well, with this one, I didn't sand it down. I just sort of gave it a wipe and then just sprayed Tamiya white primer on it,
Okay.
and then sprayed
Which white primer did you use?
just the one through the airbrush.
Okay.
Yeah.
So a little square bottle one.
Yeah,
Yep.
correct. And then I sprayed the TS52 through my airbrush.
Did you?
So
How did you decant it?
I sprayed into a little coffee capsule thing.
Have you ever decanted something in a hurry, right? And you put the lid on it,
I've never.
and
I know
then
not-
later
I
on
know
you
not
come back
to
to
do
it and
that.
the lid's popped off?
Yes, and paint's gone everywhere.
Yeah.
I've seen.
Because when you decant into a small container, the propellant gas is still there
Yeah.
and it's ever expanding.
Yeah.
So if you spray it in there and just cap it off straight away, it's actually trying to escape.
Yeah, so
And quite often it goes kaboom.
yeah, I've seen photos of someone that's decanted into a jar, put the lid on, and then a couple of days later it's exploded everywhere. So
Really?
I know,
Yeah.
I know not to do
It's a
that.
surprise.
Yeah.
So don't do that.
So why
Yeah.
did you decant it and not spray it out of a can?
Because I just don't know how to use a spray can. That's
Spray cans take a bit of technique because they spray in such a large area in a very short amount of time.
Just hose it on like a chimp.
Yeah. That's it. That's the way you do it. Yeah. But if you want more control, then definitely airbrush is the
Yeah,
way
exactly.
Power is nothing without control.
One thing that surprised me is how smooth the paint itself went on. Like I touched it.
Yeah, but that's Tamiya.
Yeah, no, because I don't.
Tamiya is quality pigments.
I didn't use the spray cans very often, so I was quite impressed by how smooth it was.
Yeah, the paints are good.
Mm.
The paints are good.
I painted my car with that at home.
Yeah. Okay, so you've done the you just clean the bodywork, you put on the white primer, airbrushed, and then you airbrushed on the green after you decanted it.
Yeah.
And then you thinned down to 2K, more than recommended.
Yeah.
And sprayed it on.
Yeah.
How many coats of 2K?
3 with the
3 coats?
Yeah.
Do you sand down between coats or not?
Nah.
Really?
Yeah, just yeah. Well, I mean, it takes
Reckless.
24 hours for one coat to dry. So,
24 hours?
in order for you to be able to polish it. So I just do 3 coats at once. I let it dry for like 10 minutes in between coats.
Oh, you do 3 really quick coats, not each day.
Yeah,
not
I just
full
do it
cure.
all. I do it all in one go.
Oh,
One
okay.
fitting.
Yeah.
Because that actually takes off pretty quick, doesn't it? It's not fully cured, but it takes off so you can put
it
another
becomes
coat.
tacky really quickly.
Right,
But,
okay.
But in order to polish it, you
Yeah.
have to wait. He recommends you wait 24 hours.
Right. Okay. And so did you polish this?
No, not yet. It's just straight out of the airbrush.
Okay. It's pretty good straight out of the gun, isn't it?
Beautiful.
Okay. So what else did you do to it? So you've modified the rear, which we talked about already.
Yeah. So the flat black is just I used like Tamiya semi-gloss black. It was just the first black I pulled out of my drawer, and then I used the Mr. Hobby Super Smooth Clear.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I gave that a go, and
okay.
it looks pretty good. I think it turned out.
So the idea of the Super Smooth Clear, because a lot of people probably don't understand what the different clears do. Super Smooth has got additives in it so that it doesn't make the color frosty. So usually when you spray it on a flat, that's right. Yeah. So that's why it still looks really black.
Yeah.
If you use some of the lesser clears, that'll actually start looking
sort of
like
turns
gray.
into a grey. Yeah.
Yeah, because it diffuses the light before it hits it.
Yeah.
So that's the idea of the smooth. So yeah, it's come out really good, isn't it?
Yeah.
The black still looks black.
Yeah.
Are you going to touch it up more?
Yeah, I will. I actually forgot to do the panel lines. I put it into the cabinet this morning, and then I realized didn't do the panel lines on the doors.
That's been noted.
Oh, that's right.
It's been noted.
It's all right.
But it's pretty good for a 1 week build.
Yeah, that's
I
real
would
quick.
say.
Super quick.
BJ's
So
going to beat. He's going to do one in 2 days, he said.
How do you put the clear in? Are you still using CA or are you using different things?
That's a good question. I think I just used Tamiya plastic cement.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Really?
So there's 2 little
Not
locate.
the gold cement? The BSI gold cement.
I use that for the the headlights and whatnot. But so inside there's 2 like locating pins.
Right.
I don't know if you can see them, but
okay.
Yeah, just the headliner just sort of slots into that.
I haven't convinced you with the water-based glue for Calibers yet, have I?
Not yet. I'll have to give it a go. I just like the Super Gold Plus. That's my go-to.
Right.
BSI.
Yeah, I really enjoyed this BSI Super Gold Plus.
It's good stuff.
There you go. So what do you think of the kit? Should we open up the kit? Let's have a look at the kit.
What do you mean? All right, we better send Jack
Send him
away.
back.
Jack, you go forth.
All right.
Thank you very much.
Good job, Jack.
Thank you.
I will try to make sure that BJ doesn't. I'm not taking any responsibility.
I want to see how fast it goes.
You've already broken it.
What do you mean?
Oh!
Sorry. It's not going to go that fast anymore, is it?
No. That's all right. We'll fix
You
it later.
can see the toothpick.
Yeah, you can see the toothpick.
Now we can have some olives.
Yeah.
All right.
See, you cannot be trusted with anything.
You can trust me any day of the week.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Yeah, thanks a lot. The last time he does a kit in a week for us,
What do you mean?
you're a wrecker.
I am not.
Wrecker.
Look, see, it's already fixed. What are you talking about?
Every
See?
time he brings a model in.
Who? It's not a professional.
Well, that's
It's all
why-
about how you fix it. It's not about how you break it.
That's why I'm
Let's
not
have a
allowed-
look at the kit.
that's why I'm not allowed to touch it because I can't fix it.
Look what I got here. I got a kit of exactly the same thing. Okay, so there's going to be 4 versions of this, and 3 have been released so far. So I'm still waiting for the 4th one.
You are
Hopefully-
putting it back in that.
What do you mean? In the sheath.
Did you see how well you unsheathed it? They are a bastard to get back in.
Are you allowed to say that?
Let's go back on the overhead. So you can see here where this does come with big fat deep dish wheels.
Fatties. Can't say that.
White. All white, huh?
Well, I think they've done that just to show you what it looks like when you just build everything out of the box, unadulterated. But of course, you just do whatever color you see. You see the version down there in a different color.
Mm.
And you see Jack's version, which is
TS52.
beautiful.
I can't believe Anthony picked that. Congratulations, Anthony.
All right, what have we got there? Okay, so we've got a display box.
Now I can't see the thing.
You can't see what thing?
Can't see that. There we go. Have a look at the instructions.
Yep.
These are really. Have you built one of these yet?
No, I haven't. Should I?
Oh, 2024 is not far away.
What?
It might take you a year
No,
or two.
I'm
But
building a machining Krieger suit at the moment.
what happened to my Fiat?
The Fiat's going to get done again after I do the machining Krieger suit. All right, so you've taken off the
A
display.
lovely little display plinth.
And it's good. See that? That's perfect for photographing, right? Because this is actually being flocked in black.
And it's not reflective.
That's right. No reflecting. Beautiful. All right. There's
Really
a lot of
good
bits,
little
yeah?
feature. Heaps of bits. Big chunky monkey bits.
All right, so this slides
Oh,
across a bit.
comes with
Got a-
tweezers.
Yep, so this is a basic tool set. Got some screwdrivers, screws. There's the axle. And then these are the reflective parts for your mirrors. They're self-adhesive. And then what have we got in here? We've got seats. It's a bit hard to see on this white and white, isn't it?
Wow.
Where's
Look
your blue thing?
at the door cards.
Door cards. Yeah, bring up your blue thing. We need the blue thing.
I'm bringing it.
Bring it. All right, here we go. All right, door cards. Got door cards in there with the wipers.
Chunker.
Oh, there's the rear. What do you call that?
Rear boot lid.
Is it
No, rear hatch.
hatch? All right. What's this bit? Oh, there's the
Quarter panels.
quarter
Interior.
panels. So I'm guessing they'll probably make a ute because that's sort of ready for a ute, I reckon.
Yeah, there'll be a ute.
Yep. And then we've got the
I can just about guarantee that there will be a ute.
front grille. So the grill actually going there. There's the front end, right? There's the front end. What's we got?
And they've designed that differently so they can, because it's the same body shape across a few models.
Oh, is it? So I
they
can just
will-
change the front end of it.
Ooh.
There's your clear parts.
Yeah.
Windscreen and stuff. Lights. What else we got here? There's the interior.
There's the interior in the top of the ute.
Okay, so you got your seats sitting there. There's the top of the. Oh, but yeah,
The
easy.
interior lining.
Ah, interior lining.
Yep.
What's this bit?
Bulkhead.
You got your dash right there. Floor pan.
Does that share the floor pan with the other cars, or is it all new floor pan?
I reckon it shares a floor pan with the diecast cars.
No, but with the HQ.
Oh, that I don't know. No, I don't know. Has it been marked there? It's got something written on it. No, it doesn't. Just says DDA, diecast distributors. So you see these large holes here.
That's for the screws.
That's right. It would normally be for the screws for the diecast where it screws into the box.
No, that one screws in too.
What do you mean?
It screws into the floor plates.
Does it?
Oh no, it's just blanking plates.
Yeah. That's the mounting.
I thought
They're
that
the
was
mounting
screws.
holes. Okay, so there we go. So it'll be quite easy to actually screw this onto a base. What do you got there? Important bit? Body.
Show me your body. What are you doing?
Rustling. That looks right, doesn't it? So this particular version, because it's blown, doesn't come with the bonnet. But the other ones come with the bonnet. So you can
Well,
actually
there might
put
be
it
a
in there.
bonnet in here. Don't spoil the.
Oh, well, the other ones didn't come with the bonnet.
There's a lot of rubber.
Rubbery bits? Oh, because it comes with lines and stuff. Got engine
Comes with
lines.
lines, and the blower one's probably got different tires in it. I'd say for the other ones.
Got rubber seats in here too. Flexi seats.
Really,
Yeah. You see it?
the whole seat's flexi.
Yeah. It's soft.
Is that like the other one? Is that like the HQ?
I reckon it is. I don't know. I've got an unboxing on that. I can't remember. All right. So these are rubbery bits. There's a box full of bits, isn't there? All right. So you got front suspension. What's that? Tank.
Yeah, tank underneath.
What are these bits?
Be the brake,
Boosters.
be the brake boosters and clutch line.
Yep.
It's obviously a manual car.
Yep. What's it got there? Oh, here's an engine bay. Engine bay here.
Heater
Yeah.
fan, radiator, exhaust manifold, rocker covers.
Yeah. The battery. There's a battery thing there. Okay. What else you got? Oh, we've got our wheels. Bumpers.
Big dashed wheels, bro.
Oh, you got your side panels here, which were painted black. The grill's in there as well.
Wow.
What's that?
Can't believe how many bits you get in this
There's
kit.
a lot of bits. Steering wheel. What are these other bits?
Uh-oh.
Didn't need that bit anyway. Gear shift, you got your pedals. Oh, that's the support for the rear axle. So it's slotted so you can actually adjust the height.
Or just break it like you do.
Well, you just break it and just make whatever height you want. There's the engine. There's the blown engine. So obviously the different versions, you get different sprue.
Engine sprues.
Yep. Okay. Well, you got to do need to build one of these. That is a bit chunky, isn't it? What have we got in here? We got wheel, I guess the hubs,
Wheel
the
hub,
discs.
Discs, yeah.
What's over here? Exhaust, wipers, mirrors, exhaust. And then there's a card
Yeah.
for the base.
What do you mean?
It's printed, isn't it? Yeah. It's like a reflective base that sits on top of the black part. And then
What
the car
for?
sits on top of that. You know what I mean?
No.
Yeah, you bring over the black bit.
What does it do?
So it just acts as a base for the car. So bring it over and I'll show you on Jack's car. Oh, I'm going to lose another bit. That just sits in there. And then your car,
Hopefully one with 4 wheels.
it sits on there. Like a display base.
Oh, okay.
There you go.
I don't get it. I'd rather just have it on the flock.
I would too.
Oh.
I think the flock looks better. You
Or
reckon?
I'd put like glass in there, like a mirror. Just showing you up.
You love mirrors, don't you?
Have a look upside.
That's it.
No?
There we go.
There you go.
There you go.
What did you like most?
I reckon I like the body the most. The body is the most telling part of a kit.
Is it?
Yeah.
The most Italian part, did you say?
Telling.
Oh. No. You have to do it like this.
Oh, do we?
Yeah.
Is that the skill? Oh, okay. We're going to do it in reverse then.
Yeah. All right, don't do it now.
No?
No, we've got better things to do, sure.
Oh, what are we doing? Okay. What else we got? We got more stuff? Oh, is that it? Yeah.
Well, we've guessed the way-
I'll give you all these.
We've guessed the colour. Make it my problem.
Yeah.
What
So
about
yours?
the ones you threw over the back there?
Oh, it doesn't matter.
All right.
What else we got here?
What?
That's it.
We've done.
That's it.
We've guessed the weight, guessed the colour. Look
You
at
sure
you waving
everything?
your arms around. Yeah, we've shown everything. What are you looking for?
I don't know.
It's like 3:30.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, geez. There you go. Well, there's another episode. Wow, another 1.5 hour episode. How does that happen?
Well, so much
I don't
stuff
know
to
how
show.
it happens.
It's so much stuff to show, isn't it? So much
Oh,
stuff to show. What are we
there's a lot.
showing next week?
I don't know, but I heard
We've
some
got-
stuff rolling in, didn't I?
We've got some,
What's
the
that?
ninja's been up and about. We got our team, our race teams heading off to Singapore this week.
That's exciting.
Some of them are flying out Monday and Wednesday.
Oh, really?
Yep.
So it'll be
So,
open practice and
The
then
Electric
qualifying.
Singapore International Challenge.
Mm,
We've got 6 drivers going out there. We had Baden, our special guest, on last week.
that's right.
He'll be representing as well.
Mhm.
So that's really nice. So good luck to them. Expect in next week's show that we get live crosses over to Singapore. So
Looking
this-
forward to that.
This is huge. This is a huge thing, and it's really good that we can get behind our guys, send them overseas, and have them represent. So good luck to them. We've got some hot new stuff coming in from Yokomo. Haven't we? We got some goodies being built in the studio, and we got the best day of the year on Sunday,
That's it.
Father's Day.
That's it.
Faja,
That's a keeper.
that's your keeper.
That's
No,
terrible. We could have a whole episode just
Can we?
talking about that, but we won't.
speaking in a, can you say Dutch accent? I can't even do an accent. I'm not even going to pretend. Thank you for watching, guys. That has been episode 171.
It has indeed, and it's
Stay
been a
in
good one.
touch. Huge thing is going to be that Australian exclusive Tamiya MBO1 build with Tony Gray. So look out for that.
That's it. And hopefully, if you're lucky enough, you'll see it at the track on Friday.
No, Sunday.
Oh, Sunday, is it? It's a
the
Sunday
10th,
one.
The Touring Car
Oh.
Masters at
In
Geelong. At Geelong.
Okay,
We've got to get our butts in together.
that's it.
Thanks for watching, guys.
Thank you.
See you next week.
Bye bye.
Meow.